I had a mentor, a pastor in my life, tell me that sometimes God uses a bigger hammer because he'll be trying to call you with these little bitty God nudges, say, come back to me, and we just kind of ignore it because life's good, right? But sometimes God has to use something. I don't believe God causes us pain, but he will use the pain that we have in our lives to bring us back. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, absolutely. I heard a really good quote recently that really helps in this kind of thinking. And it goes something like this, that a lot of times we want to say, like, there's God has this purpose in the pain. But really, when we begin to flip it around and say, well, God can repurpose it. And a lot of times people think, like what you're saying, that, well, you know, God caused this. No, I don't believe that. I don't believe God causes the pain and suffering that we see in the world. But in
Right.
spite of the pain and suffering, God can have a plan for it. God can have a purpose. God can redeem it. And that's where we really begin to trust in God and saying, hey, even though I went through this motorcycle accident, which I don't believe that God wanted that to happen, right? Because what good father wants pain and suffering for their children? Even
Amen.
when you look at the definition of love, it says not to rejoice in evil. So God doesn't want pain and suffering for us to go through in this world, but God can use that pain and suffering for good. Like, I don't believe God made me buy a motorcycle. God didn't make me go out driving that night, right? Like, there's a lot of factors we've got to wrestle with that was my choice, or it's just the fallen world of humanity that we live in. Like, bad things happen, wars happen, and we have to wrestle with that. But in spite of the bad things, God can redeem it and repurpose it if we allow him to. And that's,
Amen.
I believe, a part of my story is allowing God to take my pain and repurpose it for good.